Hello children, let us revise the fundamentals of arcs of a circle which we have studied in the lower classes. If you take two distinct points on a circle, then the part of the circle between these two distinct points is called an arc of a circle. Okay, so this figure shows arc AB. But saying arc AB can be confusing because it can be this arc or it can be this arc also. So in order to avoid the confusion, what we do, we take one extra point between the end points of the arc so that it is easier to name the arc. Suppose if I take point X here, now I can name the arc as arc AXB. That means starting from A, then going to X and then to B, or even the same arc can be named as arc BXA. Okay, so there will be no confusion. Now I can take one more point here, Y, and this arc can be named as arc AYB. So arc AXB and another arc is arc AYB. In CBSE, arcs can be written in this way also. CBSE allows you to write arcs this way. This is a convenient way to write arcs. Arc AYB, arc AXB. Okay. So this is the arc of a circle. This is another arc of the circle. Okay. If you join the end points of the arc with the center of the circle, the angle formed at the center, this is called the central angle. It is called the central angle. What is the importance of central angle? The measure of this angle is equal to measure of arc AXB. The measure of the central angle is the measure of the arc. Okay. So, measure of this angle is equal to measure of arc AXB. I hope it is very, very clear. Now, I want to differentiate major and minor arc. Major and minor arc. Okay. Now, if I fix segment or radius OA and keep moving OB, the measure of the arc will go on increasing. Suppose I bring it in line with O and A. We know that this is a 180 degree angle. Okay, and therefore this complete arc, suppose B has shifted to this point, then this arc is half of the circle called as semicircle, and this angle is a 180 degree angle. Okay, so if the measure of the arc is less than 180 degrees, then it is called as a minor arc. If the measure of the arc is more than 180 degrees, is called as major arc. Okay. If measure of any arc is less than 180 degrees, then that will be called as minor arc. Okay. And the remaining part of the circle will be obviously more than 180 degrees. Okay, that will be called as major arc. So I hope you have understood the meaning of major arc and minor arc. Minor means less than 180 degrees. Semicircle से छोटा. Okay, so semicircle से छोटा यानी minor arc. और सेमी सर्कल से बड़ा यानी मेजर आर्क. Now we know that if I take the full circle, इधर का सेमी सर्कल its measure is 180 degrees, इधर का भी सेमी सर्कल its also measure is 180 degrees. So measure of full circle is always equal to 360 degrees. Measure of full circle, this is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, then the next thing is arc addition property. Arc addition property. two arcs of the circle, can be added if they have one and exactly one and only one common end point. Okay, so for example, let me take point B here. Point C here. Now, arc AXB and arc CYB, they have one common endpoint. Arc AXB is ending at B. Arc CYB is also ending at B. So, B is the common end point of these two arcs. So, these two arcs can be added and you will get the full arc. That means measure of arc AB plus measure of arc BC. This is equal to measure of arc ABC. Measure of arc ABC. Just like addition of segments, if the points are collinear, then AB plus BC is equal to AC. Similarly, AB plus BC is equal to ABC, provided they have one common endpoint. By convention, if the arc is less than 180 degrees, that means minor arc, then you can write the name of the arc by two-letter name. That means using the endpoints of the arc only, as I have written arc AB. Arc AB means from A to B. Okay, A to B. Then A to B means this side also it can be A to B. But the convention says it has to be the minor arc. So, minor arc can be named by a two-letter name. Next comes congruent arcs. Okay. Now, from the figure it seems that this arc and this arc, they have the same measure. But I can show you another figure. So let us say that this is arc AB, this is arc PQ, and O is the common center of both the circles. Now, what is the measure of arc AB? Measure of arc means measure of this angle. Okay, measure of this angle. Let us say X. Measure of arc PQ means measure of, again, central angle, same angle whose measure is X. Are these two arcs congruent? Will they overlap each other? We know the concept of congruent figures. When two figures exactly overlap each other, we say that those figures are congruent figures. So, is this arc going to overlap with this? No. So, is it sufficient to say that if the measures of two arcs are equal, then the arcs are congruent? No. The second condition has to be there. Two arcs are said to be congruent. Two arcs are said to be congruent if they have same measure, they should have same measure, and second condition, their radii are equal. Their radii are equal. What do we observe here? The measures are equal, but the radius of arc AB is smaller and the radius of arc PQ is larger. Then the arcs are not congruent. So two conditions have to be fulfilled. Their measures are equal and their radii are also equal. Then those arcs are called as congruent arcs. Okay. Now let me tell you one very important thing. There are two terms associated with an arc. Measure of an arc and the length of an arc. And two terms represent two different physical quantities. Okay. Measure of the arc means central angle. Measure of the arc means measure of the central angle. But the length of the arc means length of this track. Length of the arc means if you paste a thread here, straighten it, take the length, that is called as the length of the arc. Two things are different. Now all these things we have studied in the lower classes.